Hi, this is Mrs. Oakley, and today we're going to be looking at Unit 3, Lesson 4, adding and subtracting fractions. Now, this time they're going to have different denominators, so it's going to take an extra step. So first off, they say write all the mixed numbers as improper fractions. Find the least common multiple of the denominators and rewrite the fractions. Now, I personally like to take this step and move it down here. I like to find the common denominator first. I find it makes it easier. So if I'm looking at 12 and 4, I can easily see that I can rewrite these using both 12 as the denominator. Well, 13 twelfths, I don't have to worry about that because it's already in twelfths. But 4, I have to multiply it by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So now that I have that, I can easily say 13 plus 9 would give me 22 over 12. Now I'm going to simplify this down. So I'm going to divide it by 2. That's going to get me 11 over 6. And I can easily see that there's 1 6 in there. 11 minus 6 is 5 over 6. Now, I can do that in my head, but all I did was divide 11 by 6 and said there's one of them in there. 1 times 6 is 6. Minus that, and I get 5. Okay? All right, let's look at this next one. I got to change them out. I can see I can use the 8, so I'm going to change them both to 8 denominators. 4 times 2, so 9 times 2 is 18, and we can keep the 5 the same. So I get 18 minus 5 is 13 over 8. I'm going to change this into a mixed number by saying 13 divided by 8 goes in there 1 minus this, and that gives me 5 left over. So this would be 1 and 5/8. Great job. All right, so here we go. We got this easy, right? We can see that if I come down here and I say 6, 12, well, I know 12 will work for 4, so I'm going to change them. 6 times 2, so I'm going to say 13 times 2 is 26, plus, let's get 12 again, 4 times 3, 15 times 3 is 45. Now I'm ready to add. So that is going to get me 71 over 12. Now, I could easily divide 71. How many 12s are in it? Well, 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times 5 is 60. 12 times 6 is 72. Guess I have to stay with 5. That's going to give me 60 with 11 left over. So my answer will be 5 and 11 over 12. Good job. Okay, here's an easier one because we don't have to change anything mixed number-wise. And the numbers are smaller. So I could see 4 times 7 is 28. So 4 times 7, 7 times 4 is 49. 7 times 4, so 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract that and I get 37 over 28. 37 divided by 28. Must take it out just once. That's going to get me 9 left over. So my answer will be 1 and 9 over 28. Great job. All right, so here we have 2. Okay. 2 is equal to, if we're using 5 as the denominator, 5 over 5 plus 5 over 5, because it's worth 2 wholes. 1 whole, 2 wholes. And all I did was use the denominator. So here I'm going to say I have 5. The denominator doesn't change, but I'm going to add these two. 5 plus 5 is 10. So now I can keep 1/5, and I can say this is equal to 9/5, or 1 4/5. This one I can keep the 41 over 6 because I can easily change 2 into a 6 by multiplying it by 3. And that's going to get me 9, which is going to get me 41 plus 9 is 50 over 6. So I'm going to say 50 divided by 6. 6 goes in there. 8 times 6 is 48. Minus it, you get 2 left over. So I'm going to have 8 and 2, 6. I'll simplify it more by dividing both by 2. I'm going to get 8 and 1/3. Great job. All right, so I'm not going to worry about this one or this one. All I want you to do is try number 7 and number 8. Okay? Pause the video, work those two out, and then come back and see if you got them correct. All right, so for this first one, remember, we got to get them in, I like common denominators first. So to do that, I'm going to take 5/9 and I'm going to turn it into 18. Because 9 times 2 is 18 and 6 times 3 is 18. So that's going to get me 10 over 18. What does that mean? Whole number stays the same, 10 over 18. Now, I'm showing you this for a reason, because 5, 6, remember it's times 2. So this would be, or actually times 3. I want to get to 18, not 12. 5 times 3 would be 15. And I say 4. I can line it up here. What I'll do is I'll add the fractions together. 10 plus 15 is 25 over 18. 1 plus 4 is 5. Now, this is an improper fraction. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the space down here, I'm going to say 5. And then I'm going to take 25 and I'm going to divide it by 18, which is 1. Subtract that, that gives me 7. So I'm going to take that whole and I'm going to add it because 5 is a whole. So now I have 6 wholes with 7 over 18. I know, a little tricky. All right. All right, looking at this, I could say 12, 24, 36. Well, 9 can't do 12, it can't do 24, but it could do 27. So I'm going to, or not 27, could do 36. Goodness gracious, Miss Oakley's having a day. When it's subtracting, I like to make them into improper fractions. So 12 times 4 is 48 plus 11 equals 59. So now we have 59 over 12 minus 5/9. Now we got to get common denominators. So I'm going to say 36. Wow, I can't work right today. 36. Okay, so if I take 59 times, well, 12 times 3 gives me 27. Carry gives me 177 minus, all right, to get 9 to 36, we have to take it times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. I can say this would be 157 divided by 36. Okay, let's see. 157 divided by 36. All right, well, I don't know this off the top of my head, so here's some examples of what we're going to do. We're going to say 36 times, let's say 5. 5 times 6 is 30, carry the 3. 5 times 3 is 15 plus. Oh, that was too big. So let's try another one. I'm going to just erase that, and I'm going to say times 4 this time. Oop, I should have probably gotten rid of the 3 too. Okay, that would have been 24, carry the 2, that had got me 144. So we know 4 minus 144. Okay, so this is equal, and I'm going to go up here, to 4 and 13 over 36. Great job. All right, let's look at these story problems on this next slide. Okay, we're only going to do 13. Don't worry about 14. Okay, Jordan made apple cranberry juice by combining. Oh, there's that combining word. Remember, we talked about that in the last video. We said it was adding. So we're combining 1 and 7/6 liters of apple juice with 1 and 7/8. So again, I'm going to leave my whole numbers, but I'm going to change my 7/8. So I'm going to come over here, 7/8 and 7/6. Well, they both can turn into 24. So I know 8 times 3 and 6 times 4 equals 24. Okay. So 3 times 7 is 21. 4 times 7 is 20. So I have 1 and 28 over 24 plus 21 over 24. Okay. Now I'm going to add the fractions first. I'm going to say 28 plus 21 gives me 49 over 24. Okay. I'm going to see how many 24s. Well, I know 24 times 2. So this is going to become 2 and 1 over 24. But I still have to add these whole numbers to it. So I have plus 1 and 1. So my answer, 4 and 1 over 24. Okay, don't worry about 16. Go ahead and work on number 15. Elijah took a 2-day road trip. He used 12 and 5/12 gallon of gas on the first day and 9 and 1/18 gallon gas on the second. How many total? Total's the key word. All right, so 9 and 1/18. Okay, I'm first going to say 9, and then I'm going to change this to 36, because if I count by 18s, 18, 36. If I count by 12s, 12, 24, 36. Okay, and I don't know why I put 3. It'd have been only 2 times. So then 2 times the 1 equals 2 over 36 plus, now let's change 12/5. I'm going to go ahead and keep, actually, that's what I'll do. I'm going to say 5 over 12 times the 3, remember? So this is going to get me, let's move 9 and 2 36 out of the way. Okay, this is going to get me 15 over 36, but I got to bring the 12 with it. So when I add them, I'm getting 17 over 36, and then whole numbers, 12 plus 9 is 21. There's my answer. All right, you are done with Unit 3, Lesson 4, adding and subtractions of fractions with unlike denominators. Go ahead and head back to Classcraft and continue on your road path. I'll see you for the next lesson.